if players complain about toxicity in your game, voice chat, you can just say, well, our game doesn't have voice chat. Also, the scoreboard might be the same thing, that they are removing the scoreboard because that would lead to toxicity. What up, YouTube? Today we're gonna discuss my favorite subject to complain about, and it's the lack of voice chat in Battlefield 2042. And I've given a lot of thought to this, like why isn't there voice chat and what led to the decisions. And I have some pretty interesting theories, because they are theories, we don't know anything for sure. But before we go any further, remember to subscribe. I upload daily content. Also like the video and tell me what you think about my theories. They're not conspiracies. They're like, I'm just putting pieces together and seeing where they're going. Let's continue. So, I've taken a 2-day vacation because my daughter was ill, so I had a lot of time to think about, well, Battlefield, which is a weird thing for a parent to think when your child is ill, but never mind that. But I was thinking about the phrasing of what EA used during the new update release, and it was kind of strange. Here you can see what it is. We also want to give you the assurance that we will carefully evaluating and decided to see legacy features return, such as voice chat. But now let's focus on what is coming. So that implicates that they aren't bringing it anytime soon, because they haven't thought about it. And I actually found a lot of articles that support this theory, that they are not gonna bring. They have never thought to bring voice chat. It's notable that DICE never committed to returning the full scoreboard, which currently only shows kills assist. Voice chat is another feature that has been a staple of the Battlefield franchise, and it is most large multiplayer games in general, so it's a strange omission. Neither feature will return anytime soon. DICE blog update confirms that December patches is only meant to center around bug fixes, balance changes, and game improvements on the existing systems. So many people thought that, yeah, hooray, scoreboard is coming, voice chat is coming. No, I'm sorry, but I'm not optimistic at all that it's coming this year even. It's cool that it would be great that if the voice chat came like in the December's update, but knowing EA, I'm not gonna hold my breath to it, because they have fucked consumers over previously. I tried to find like packages of Battlefield 2042 and read if it reads like voice chat, and like anywhere that EA promised that there's gonna be a voice chat, and you can't find the word voice chat anywhere on EA's texts. Here's another one. I don't know why voice chat wasn't included at launch, but I've got an image that it looks like a giant kangaroo sword to developers and publishers right now. Bad voice chat behavior is frequently cited as something that drives players away from multiplayer games. This is actually one of the best theories, like, because of the toxic behavior, because of like bullying and harassment. I actually think that EA and DICE has figured a way to wash their hands of any responsibility for harassment, bullying, and toxicity in voice chat, and that is just to remove it. Because if it doesn't exist on your servers, if you don't handle voice chat in game, if your game doesn't have voice chat, then the players need to use third-party voice chat system, so you're not responsible for the voice chat anymore. So if players complain about toxicity in your game, voice chat, you can just say, well, our game doesn't have voice chat. Also, the scoreboard might be the same thing, that they are removing the scoreboard because that would lead to toxicity. So they are limiting the amount of things that can bite them in the ass. I actually strongly believe that that's a plausible option. Why there isn't a voice chat, why there isn't a scoreboard, is because of harassment and toxicity. And let's not play dumb here. It's a first-person shooter. It's a multiplayer game. It's an online game. Of course, there's gonna be toxicity. Of course, there's gonna be like people talking shit. I don't think it belongs anywhere, if you ask me. But then again, have I been toxic in the past when I was younger? Of course, yeah, of course I was, because I didn't know any better. But a lot of water has been flown through the river since then. And I wouldn't be that toxic person anymore, because, well, I have my own children and I look at the world differently. But that's the side point. But I think that's one of the best. I wouldn't call that even a conspiracy. That could be actually true. That was their plan all along. And especially when they launched the beta without the voice chat, they were like, okay, people are understanding. The reason why people were understanding was like, because this is a beta. We thought it was part of the beta. But when the game launched and there was still no voice chat, we were like, kind of baffled, like, why? But one thing that contradicts this is what you're gonna see now, which is there is things in game that implements that in some point of development they have thought about voice chat, because there's options to mute people, there's option to report players for voice chat behavior. There's no options to activate voice chat or anything, but there are things that you can do to the voice chat. So if they never thought about using voice chat, then why the fuck is there options to mute players or report players for behavior in voice chat? That's kind of a strange thing to have if you never thought about having a voice chat. All in all, if you think about features that could actually come back, I don't think, if my theory is true and the voice chat is basically banned because of harassment and toxicity, the only thing that could come back is Scoreboard. But if they bring that back, they bring more toxicity to the community. But they need to do something, because the backlash of the community is so fucking strong that this current situation is unacceptable. And one thing that I find kind of strange is also, this is a cross-platform game. Why the fuck make this game a cross-platform if you don't have in-game voice chat? Because that limits the amount of people you can play with. For example, of course I can just play with my PC friends and go to Discord, but I can't play with Xbox friends or PS5 friends, for example. That limits the amount, though. I feel like not having voice chat is one of the most tone-deaf things in online gaming ever. Considering the category we're in a first-person shooter, multiplayer game, tactical team battle, which requires talking to each other, tactics and callouts and such. So if you don't have voice chat, then why make a multiplayer game based on that genre? You can do something else. And now we'll jump to Hazard Zone. Hazard Zone desperately needs a voice chat, unfortunately, because it requires it more than any other game mode in the game. Because it's a 4-man squad against another 4-man squad, and you have actually objectives in the game. Like, it's more of a Escape from Tarkov, or you could actually call it a battle royale if you want to. But the same principle. Like, the matches are way shorter. You require on specific callouts to survive. For example, in Conquest, where you have 128 players, it doesn't really matter what you say to your teammate that much in that scale, you understand. But in Hazard Zone, it really matters what you communicate with your teammates. So that's something to think about too. Like, maybe not bring it back to all game modes, just try it in Hazard Zone first. I may be biased here, but I don't know. Maybe they have something like new nobody has thought about. Maybe there's something other than voice chat that they have thought about, and it's going to revolutionize the whole whole gaming industry. I don't know. I just think that it's kind of strange. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. See you guys on the next one.